So I did a tarot reading, and so I went to see my friend who does tarot readings. She offered a free session, and I have to say, the spread of the cards was really incredible. Incredible. So we start with myself in the relationship. Who am I? What am I? Where am I? And the card I turned over was the sun. So the reader interprets the sun as being this bright light. Two people framed in the card, building a life together, projecting something fusible, something that fuses together the two people. It's a yang card, a strong yang card. Traditionally, the meaning of the sun is success. But when paired with negative cards, can mean the questing for success, the desire for success. The reader sees in this card a romance, but not necessarily a healthy romance, because it's a romance that is very fixated on a particular traditional type that involves just two people and nothing else. Next, I pulled a card to represent my love, my ex, my partner. And the card that represents her is the star. The star, which traditionally means a star of hope. It's the starting again after the collapse of the old, promising and assuring of better times. And the reader also saw into that a lot of emotion about the need to find one's place in the world. Someone not able to nourish herself in the relationship, and now moving on to something better. And then we ask the cards to reveal the state of the relationship, where we are at. And this is so relevant, it's unbelievable. I pulled the Tower. The Tower, which is the collapse, the ending of something, a symbol of ruin, of something that has failed, something that had been built on weak foundations. It is breakdown. I mean, you can't get any more pertinent than that. The sun, the star, the tower. It's incredible. Then we ask for the card that was really influencing my love. What was on her mind? What was the force? And we pulled the Emperor. The Emperor, which is a really patriarchal male card, one that represented the father. The father must have been a big influence on her. Also, if you can think of that with the sun is very bright, too bright, and then we have an excess of control, of patriarchy coming from this male emperor. Something to do with a line of men casting a shadow over her. Then I asked for more clarity on my love, and I pulled the World, which is a really great card for her. So the star, patriarchy, but she's coming into a space of absolute abundance and freedom, a paradise of sorts. And in this new space that she's coming into, she's naked, which represents total freedom. She's shining, she's resilient, she's won her freedom. It was effort, but she did it. And she does not want to lose it. Next, we asked for the card that represents clarity on the patriarchy, on the male. What is it that she's carrying? And we pulled the death card. The death card, which signifies endings, sudden endings, things that are just out of her control in her life, things that have been happening to her throughout her life that she's not been able to control. But it's important to note that this is the past. She's come out of that. She is now the world. But this is something that was affecting her greatly. Wounds that she was carrying for a long, long time. And then we asked for a card to expand on the death card and give us some more reveal. And the card we picked was Temperance, which again is so relevant. This is a card that represents the balance and moderation and finding a path through hardship, finding a way to deal with the hardship. And the reader, she also felt that for my love, her life up until now had been a life of great struggle and hardship. It was too hard for her. All she wanted was to be free of it. And now we have Temperance, which is finding that balance and managing the wounds and finding your freedom. Then we move back to me and clarity on the Sun card. What we picked was the Hanged Man. Unbelievable. The Hanged Man is the sign of truth, the search for truth. It's a big reveal card. He's hanging upside down, which represents a pause in time whilst this truth is received and absorbed into himself. It also means new vision, seeing things differently, subtle truths. And the truth is not always easy to accept. So where is this all leading me? I'm the sun, bright. I have taken the time to accept a truth, a hard truth. And now the magician. The magician, which represents skill, the learning of new skills, receiving tools in order to advance a new path. It represents understanding, the beginnings of something. But I need to learn how to use these tools, so they are unfamiliar to me. So then I ask for clarity on the Tower card, the relationship. And the card that the tarot gives me is the Force card, number 11. It's also known as the Enchantress. For the reader, Force is a new beginning, something emerging, something being born. The relationship was a tension, some tension that was caught between control and liberty. But this card is releasing all of that. Also, the Enchantress card is a sign of true feminine power, often dominating the man. And it can be a sign of the man finding his own feminine power. So what can I draw from my past that's influencing my present, that's brought me to the sun? And that card is the Moon. The Moon is, according to the reader, a refuge card, a place where imagination runs free, games, drawing, imaginary worlds. Things get created in the Moon. And it's not always a positive card, but when paired with the sun, it becomes very positive. It suggests balanced growth of the inquirer. So what's really the deeper significance of the Moon? Well, we asked for clarity on this, and the tarot reveals the next card, which is the Chariot. Very appropriate. The Chariot is all about progress, real progress, significant progress. It's meaningful drive and energy, pushing things, pushing events forwards, pushing me forwards. And for the reader, the Chariot also is a sign that it is time to take the moon, take my imagination, and drive it forwards, bring it out into the world for people to see this imagination. The reader also picks up that I was quite a lonely child, which is true, and that imagination was my form of escape. But yeah, now it's time to take that imagination and bring it into the real world. And the final card is really the card that sums up where I am at. The Empress card. This is everything that is already here, blossoming. According to the reader, the seed is already planted. The Empress is fruition. It is the coming together of everything. The Empress aids growth. She stands for motherhood, nurturing, growing. It's interesting that it's such a strong feminine card coming at the end of my reading. It's very powerful, and it stands in opposition to the Emperor in all his stern and rigid ways. The Empress is the opposite of that. And now we can see the spread open with the tower, our broken relationship in the middle, the star, my love, on the left, and myself, the sun, on the right. But it's interesting to see how the star is looking away from the Tower of Destruction, as if she's really, really symbolically moved on. And she's naked, and so is the world, also naked. The only two major arcana that are naked. And beside the world, the third powerful female force. And in my case, we have twin suns, we have twin wolves beneath the moon, and twin horses pulling the chariot. And the hats, notice the hats, the infinity symbol on Force and on the Magician. And there we go. That was the tarot reading. Strange and weirdly accurate, and also a little discomforting. I don't know why, but I kind of felt like I was hoping for something, and I didn't get it.